Hi, I'm Jackie Greninger with Yoga with Jackie. Thanks for joining me for this mindful movement. Today we will be working on our outer hips, our outer thighs, and a little bit of our inner thighs. I'm sure that you're very familiar with the Clam movement. I know I am. And it can be so effective to do clams to really strengthen your glute med and your glute min. And so first I'm just going to demonstrate that movement for you, and then we're going to ratchet it up just a little bit. I'd invite you to come down and lie on your side. You can rest your head on your arm or hand in your head. The knees come up, feet come together. And for this movement, you want to make sure that your hips are rolling forward. When you roll back, you don't activate those side hip muscles quite as much. So you might bring your hands to your hip, roll the hip forward, keeping the feet together, the abs pull in, and then you'll inhale and lift and exhale and lower. And you'll notice that this version that I'm doing right now, you're not lifting your foot. You're keeping everything grounded. You should feel a lot of sensation, or I should say, I feel a lot of sensation in my glute when I do the movement this way. You really want to focus on pressing up like you're pressing against something, and then pressing down like something is pressing you and you're trying to resist it. So that's your basic clam. Now, if you're ready to move on from there, and you might, or your yoga therapist, or me, may have said, okay, time for something a little more. You're going to take a Theraband, and you'll decide how tight you need your Theraband to be around your legs. Bring the feet back together. Now you can see I'm adding that resistance that I was imagining before. This makes a lot of difference in what it feels like. So I'm going to press up against the resistance and release, and press up and release. This really does make a huge difference. Pressing up and releasing. And then I can also play here with the band. I can lift my foot up and lower my foot down. That changes what I feel. It changes the work. Just trying to stay in a neutral position here. And then you'll be sure you'll want to pound that out, stretch that out. And I've got one more for you, just to give it a try. You'll slide yourself close to a wall. Your back will be against the wall. Your feet will be against the wall. Abs pull in, fingers on the floor, and you're going to glide your foot up and down the wall. It's really the heel is going to come up and down the wall. Again, you want to make sure that you are pressing your hip forward. When these side hip muscles, glute med and glute min, are tight, or when they're weak, it can cause all kinds of havoc with our knees and our backs. So you might give a few of these a try. 6 to 10 breaths. You inhale when you go up, exhale when you come down. And then, of course, be sure to do the other side. Thanks for joining me.